the daylight stays. Paper listens, ink obeys. Quiet hands, steady lines bring in every borrowed rhyme. Petals drift like whispered news on the edge of simple hues, and the world feels young and kind, like it's never learned to bite. I don't know your name yet, but the air knows what you are. Every breath turns gentle when you're near, when you're not far. Springing first glance, soft as a vow you never said. Little song inside the chest, waking up the day ahead. If the future has a door, maybe love is how it starts. Not with thunder, not with flames, just a living, quiet heart. Books are stacked like sleeping streets. Warm tea, wooden chair that creaks outside. Laughter in the trees inside. Poems on the breeze. You play a note, the room turns gold, like a secret being told. And even sorrow feels too far, like a cloud behind a star. I don't know what comes next, but I'm held by what I see. A world that still believes in light. A girl who sounds like spring. Springing first glance, soft as a vow you never said. Little song inside the chest, waking up the day ahead. If the future has a door, maybe love is how it starts. Not with thunder, not with flames, just a living, quiet heart. Let the petals take their time. Let the river learn its rhyme. Let tomorrow wait outside. For tonight we're still alive. No shadows on the window frame. No price tag on a name. Only breath and paper and light. Only spring hold in the night. Springing first glance, soft as a vow you never said. Little song inside the chest, waking up the day ahead. If the future has a door, maybe love is how it starts. Not with thunder, not with flames, just a living, quiet heart. Springing first glance. The garden holds its breath tonight. Blossoms falling in the light. I trace a line and stop and stare, like someone's footsteps in the air. A shadow leans on old stone walls. A quiet laugh that barely calls. And in the breeze a folded sheet lands softly near my waiting feet. blossoms drift and spin. Let the night be soft and thin. If tomorrow brings a storm, tonight your words can keep me warm. No grand parade, no shouted name, just lantern light and quiet flame. And every syllable you send feels like a door that wants to bend. A poem across the garden wall, two strangers turning hush to hope. One line of ink, a petals fall, and suddenly my heart can cope. If love is made of little signs, then let this moment write its part. Your hidden verses finding mine and blooming somewhere in my heart. Blooming somewhere in my heart. Across the wall, your poem calls. Lanterns on the river lean, golden like a quiet dream. I watch your shadow on the stone, and for once I'm not alone. The night is warm, the water slow, soft lights trembling as they glow. And every step you take toward me feels like time agreeing. Say hello, don't break the air. Let the world stay unaware. If tomorrow asks us why, we'll just point to tonight. Promise under lantern light, hold my fear and hold it tight. Make the future feel like home, even if we walk alone. No grand words, no crowded streets, just your hand and steady beats. And the river learning how to keep a vow. I've been careful, I've been small, I've been quiet through it all. But in your eyes I start to see I can be somebody. The blossoms drift like paper boats, carrying our secret notes. And every lantern on the tide turns my maybe into right. Say my name like it's enough, like the world is made of love. If the darkness ever starts, we'll relight it in our hearts. Promise under lantern light, hold my fear and hold it tight. Make the future feel like home, even if we walk alone. No grand words, no crowded streets, just your hand and steady beats. And the river learning how to keep a vow. Let the city sleep and fade. Let the night be gently brave. We don't need a crown or sign, only time. If the morning comes too fast, let this feeling always last. Like a lantern on the stream in a dream. Promise under lantern light, hold my fear and hold it tight. Make the future feel like home, even if idle sings, then falls behind like it forgot the tune in time. Petals on the table lie still as if they learned to hide. I hear a step outside the door, 1 second longer than before, and suddenly the air feels thin, as if the room can't hold my skin. There's a shadow on the light, like a bruise across the night, and my heartbeat starts to count every sound the hallway mounts. It's the knock of misfortune, not loud but it breaks the calm. A small crack running through, everything warm in my palms. I was living in soft colors, now the edges turn to stone, and I'm standing in the quiet, trying not to be alone. Mother's hands go cold and quick, folding worries into silk. Father doesn't meet my eyes, staring through the lantern shine. The papers whisper on the desk, names and numbers dread addressed, and every word that should be plain lands like rain on window panes. I keep breathing, counting slow, but the room begins to close, like a flower in the dark, pulling petals to its heart. It's the knock of misfortune, not loud but it breaks the calm. A small crack running through, everything warm in my palms. I was living in soft colors, now the edges turn to stone, and I'm standing in the quiet, trying not to be alone. If I open up the door, will I lose the light before? If I don't, will it still come through the walls, through everyone? Hold me daylight, hold me fast, let this trembling moment pass. But the shadows in the frame already know my name. It's the knock of misfortune, not loud but it breaks the calm. A small crack running through, everything warm in my palms. I was living in soft colors, now the edges turn to stone, and I'm standing in the quiet, trying not to be alone. One soft knock, and nothing's the same. The house is quiet, holding breath, counting pennies, counting debt. Candlelight on tired walls shakes like it might fall. Mother's hands don't know what to do, folding prayers in fabric blue. Father stares at broken pride like he can't say goodbye. If love is more than words we keep, it's what we lose so others breathe. So I swallow down the storm and stand. I'll be the daughter's bargain, I'll trade my spring for borrowed time. I'll sign my name with shaking hands and call it mine. Let them keep the roof and fire, let them wake to morning light. If my heart is what it cost, I'll pay the price tonight. The paper waits a white cold sea, asking for the rest of me. Ink like water, dark and slow, pulling me below. Petals drift but none will stay, even beauty learns to fade. So I press my fear to calm and let it break my palm. Don't tell me I'm so strong, I'm just trying to hold on. If I can keep them from the dark, I will. I'll be the daughter's bargain, I'll trade my spring for borrowed time. I'll sign my name with shaking hands and call it mine. Let them keep the roof and fire, let them wake to morning light. If my heart is what it costs, I'll pay the price tonight. Somewhere lanterns still will glow, somewhere rivers still will flow, and maybe love will learn to wait outside the gate. But tonight I'll leave behind everything I used to find, all the laughter, all the dreams I can't keep. I'll be the daughter's bargain, I'll trade my spring for borrowed time. I'll sign my name with shaking hands and call it mine. Let them keep the roof and fire, let them wake to morning light. If my heart is what it costs, I'll pay the price tonight. One last look, one last breath. I go, I go.
The road is waking pale and cold, morning trying to turn to gold. Your bag is light, your eyes are not, holding everything we've lost. Silk in my hands, a fragile thread, all the things we never said. And the air between our breath feels like a cliff edge. If I say goodbye, it sounds too clean, like a door that doesn't mean. So I bite my words in half and speak the truth at last. Don't you goodbye me, just survive. Carry my name where you arrive. this love be armor to walk through fire, learn the night, keep your heartbeat in the light. And if you ever lose your way, live. That's all I have to say. Lantern echoes down the street, footsteps fading, soft retreat. I want to run, I want to beg, but I can't be what you need. So I tie the silk around your wrist, like a vow that can't be kissed. And I watch you turn away before I start to break. If I hold you one more time, I might fall apart inside. So I stand here like a stone and let you go alone. Don't you goodbye me, just survive. Carry my name where you arrive. If the world turns hard and cruel, let this love be armor to walk through fire, learn the night, keep your heartbeat in the light. And if you ever lose your way, live. That's all I have to say. Someday when the dust is done, when the heavy days are gone, maybe we'll meet where rivers bend and start again. But if that day never comes, if the distance wins and runs, promise me you'll still be here when I remember. Don't you goodbye me, just survive. Carry my name where you arrive. If the world turns hard and cruel, let this love be armor to walk through fire, learn the night, keep your heartbeat in the light. And if you ever lose your way, live. That's all I have to say. Silk road, slow fade, survive, survive. They dressed me in borrowed lace, pinned a smile onto my face, but the mirrors wouldn't lie. I could see the goodbye. The house I enter isn't mine. Every hallway draws a line, and the air tastes like perfume, covering a quiet bruise. You call me wife, but say it cold, like a story bought and sold. And I learned to nod my head while my rules on paper, rules in eyes, when to speak and when to hide, hands that touch without a word, like I'm something they deserve. I keep my tears behind my teeth, count the hours, count my grief, and the lantern on the wall flickers like it might fall. If I protest, I disappear, so I practice being clear, only in my silent mind, where I'm still alive. I'm a bride in name only, a vow that doesn't belong, standing where love should have been, in a room that sings no song. I wear the silk, I wear the title, but the truth is hard and plain. I was promised something holy, and I woke up in a chain. Somewhere rivers still run free, somewhere petals still can be soft and careless in the wind without breaking. Here I fold myself up small, learn the language of the wall, and I hold one thought like fire. Survive. I'm a bride in name only, a vow that doesn't belong, standing where love should have been, in a room that sings no song. I wear the silk, I wear the title, but the truth is hard and plain. I was promised something holy, and I woke up in a chain. Name on paper, heart off limits. The air is sweet, but not like spring, more like something clipped with string. Perfume heavy on the skin to hide what's happening. Curtains breathe a borrowed dark. Every smile is just a mark, and I learned to stand still so I won't be felt. I fold my thoughts behind my eyes, leave my body where it lies. If I split in two, I can make it through. Welcome to the House of Perfume, where the truth is never said, where a girl becomes a shadow, walking soft and half unfed. So I drift above my own room, watching from a safer place, keeping a stranger's calm expression on my face. Hands like rules, voices like smoke, names that sting when they're spoke. I answer yes, I answer fine, as if I'm not inside. There are mirrors on the walls,
but they don't reflect at all. Just a light that turns me thin, like I'm wearing nothing. I count the hours, hold my breath, trade my feelings for my steps. If I don't look down, I won't drown. Welcome to the House of Perfume, where the truth is never said, where a girl becomes a shadow, walking soft and half unfed. So I drift above my own room, watching from a safer place, keeping a stranger's calm expression on my face. Somewhere rivers still run clear, somewhere laughter still is near, but here the air is made of lies in pretty skies. If I keep my heart asleep, maybe it won't break too deep. So I learn to disappear and still stay here. Welcome to the House of Perfume, where the truth is never said, where a girl becomes a shadow, walking soft and half unfed. So I drift above my own room, watching from a safer place, keeping a stranger's calm expression on my face. Perfume and silence, me divided. The mirror used to say my name, now it doesn't look the same. Like someone moved the light and stole the edges of my face. I lift my hand, it lifts it too, but it feels like something new. A stranger practicing my skin behind the glass. If I stare a little longer, will I find the girl I knew? Or will the silence answer me with nothing to hold on to? Mirror without a face, tell me where my colors went. I'm fading in a perfect frame, a soft-bodied accident. I smile and it feels borrowed, I cry and it feels far away, like my heart is in another room and I'm just here to stay. Perfume clings like second breath, pretty cover for a mess. Pearls that click against my throat, like tiny locks. Petals fall across the drawer. I don't count them anymore. I only watch them drift and break and never stop. If I speak, my voice is thin, like it doesn't come from me. So I keep my mouth a secret and let the glass decide what I can be. Mirror without a face, tell me where my colors went. I'm fading in a perfect frame, a soft-bodied accident. I smile and it feels borrowed. I cry and it feels far away, like my heart is in another room and I'm just here to stay. Some nights I float above the bed, watching my body breathe instead, as if I'm only passing through a life that isn't true. If there's a road back to my soul, I can't see it through the smoke. So I learn to disappear without a sound. Mirror without a face, tell me where my colors went. I'm fading in a perfect frame, a soft-bodied accident. I smile and it feels borrowed. I cry and it feels far away, like my heart is in another room and I'm just here to stay. Glass and silence, me divided. A door that shouldn't open breathes, a hallway made of quiet teeth. I hear my name the way the wind pretends it's just a hymn. A shadow bends, not close, not far, a warmth that looks like a small star. And I don't know if it's the dawn or just a brighter wrong. If I reach, will I be saved or neatly placed back in the cage? My hands remember what it cost to trust. A hand that looked like rescue, soft light on a sleepless wall, hope wearing a borrowed perfume, like it might not be hope at all. I wanna run into the morning, but my heart still counts the traps. So I touch your fingers lightly and I don't let go, perhaps. The candle shakes, the smoke rewinds, like time is trying to be kind. You say come now without a vow, and I don't know you now. Your palm is steady, mine is thin, a trembling yes beneath my skin. And every step I almost take feels like a test. If you're real, then let me see a kindness that won't purchase me. But if you're not, let me survive the cost. A hand that looked like rescue, soft light on a sleepless wall, hope wearing a borrowed perfume, like it might not be hope at all. I wanna run into the morning. touch your fingers lightly, and I don't let go, perhaps. Maybe mercy has a mask, maybe kindness has to ask for nothing, not a single thread, not my breath. If this is true, then lead me slow past the rooms I'll never know. But if it's false, I'll learn again how to stay whole. A hand that looked like rescue, soft light on a sleepless wall, hope wearing a borrowed perfume, like it might not be hope at all. I wanna run into the morning, but my heart still counts the traps. So I touch your fingers lightly, and I don't let go, perhaps. Is it rescue or a softer fall? Softer when it closes, painted gold with quiet roses, and the air is almost kind, but it still won't let me fly. They speak to me in gentle tones, offer tea and borrowed porcelain, and I nod the way you nod when you're trying to survive. The bruises don't show in the light, the rules just learn to hide, and I can't decide if this is mercy or design. It's a second cage with softer bars, a safer room, a smaller sky. No screaming in the hallway now, just lullabies that feel like lies. I'm breathing easier, yes, but freedom still won't call my name. And comfort wears the shape of love without the flame. I sleep on sheets that smell of soap. I wake up holding little hope, like a bird that learned to sing inside a covered hand. Someone says you're safe with me, and safety sounds like something sweet, but sweetness has a weight to it I don't understand. If I smile, they smile back. If I cry, they change the track. And I learn to keep my heart behind my back. It's a second cage with softer bars, a safer room, a smaller sky. No screaming in the hallway now, just lullabies that feel like lies. I'm breathing easier, yes, but freedom still won't call my name. And comfort If you're saving me, then why do I still look for the sky? Why does every gentle door feel the same? It's a second cage with softer bars, a safer room, a smaller sky. No screaming in the hallway now, just lullabies that feel like lies. I'm breathing easier, yes, but freedom still won't call my name. And comfort wears the shape of love without the flame. Softer bars, still bars. A room that doesn't ask my past, just lets the quiet hold me fast. Dust and light, a gentle stage, no shouting in the air. I place my fingers where they ache, on keys that feel like they might break. And for a moment I forget I'm someone's elsewhere. I thought my gift was gone for good, buried under what I stood, but it's still here, beneath the fear. And then a secret smile, small as a hidden spark. You don't praise me loud, you just stay in the dark. Like I'm a person, not a price, not a name on paper chains. You listen like my music still belongs to me again. A poem sleeps inside my sleeve, lines I never got to read. I hum them softly under breath, a fragile, foolish tune. You tilt your head, you don't demand. No hungry eyes, no counting hands, just kindness sitting quietly inside the room. I don't know if this is real, but tonight it doesn't steal, it only lets me feel. And then a secret smile, small as a hidden spark. You don't praise me loud, you just stay in the dark. Like I'm a person, not a price, not a name on paper chains. You listen like my music still belongs to me again. Maybe rescue isn't loud, maybe mercy isn't proud. Maybe it's a chair kept near without a claim. If tomorrow turns to stone, let me keep this tiny tone, proof that I was seen as me, not as my shame. And then a secret smile, small as a hidden spark. You don't praise me loud, you just stay in the dark. Like I'm a person, not a price, not a name on paper chains. You listen like my music still belongs to me again. One soft chord, I'm still here.
writes lines on the window glass like it knows what won't last. I used to count my hurts and hush. Now I count the steps I trust. Streets are cold, the lanterns blur, but I can feel the world return. Not as mercy, not as fate, just hands that stay. I don't need a promise made of gold. I need a truth that holds when the night is loud. So I swear in the rain, I'm not alone again. Not a shadow to be owned, not a heart on a chain. If I fall, you don't stare, you don't bargain, you don't claim. You just stand in the weather and you say my name. Voice was trained to disappear, to never cost the room a tear. But you listen like I'm real, like my silence has a feel. I don't know what you lost out there, what storms you've learned to wear. But when you share your shelter, I remember air. No fireworks, no grand parade, just one small vow we trade under turning skies. So I swear in the rain, I'm not alone again. Not a shadow to be owned, not a heart on a chain. If I fall, you don't stare, you don't bargain, you don't claim. You just stand in the weather and you say my name. Maybe love is not a door, maybe it's the ground, the floor, something simple underfoot. When everything slides, if tomorrow breaks the thread, let this moment keep me fed. Proof that I was seen and I survived. So I swear in the rain, I'm not alone again. Not a shadow to be owned, not a heart on a chain. If I fall, you don't stare, you don't bargain, you don't claim. You just stand in the weather and you say my name. Rain on my skin, but not alone.
The river keeps its secrets well. Black silk water, silver spell. Lanterns tremble in the rain, like truth that won't sit still. I learned to live in quiet rooms, to breathe beneath borrowed rules. But tonight the shoreline feels like change is drawing near. Footsteps don't rush, they measure the ground. A shadow with weight doesn't need to be loud. And then the general comes, not love, not fate, but force. A calm that carries consequences, like a blade inside its sheath. He doesn't promise heaven, he promises a path. And suddenly my life is turning like the river when it meets a stronger current. His coat is dark as closing doors, his eyes have seen 100 wars. Yet when he looks my way, I'm not
reduced to dust. Protection feels like borrowed air. It tastes of power, tastes of prayer. And I can't tell where safety ends and key just start again. My heart stays still, my hands don't shake, but something in me knows this is the break. And then the general comes, not love, not fate, but force, a calm that carries consequences. Like a blade inside its sheath, he doesn't promise heaven, he promises a path. And suddenly my life is turning like the river when it meets a stronger current. If I step into his light, will I vanish or ignite? Will I be saved or simply lay nailed? I lift my chin, I hold my ground. I won't be traded by the sound of any man who speaks in flames. And then the general comes, not love, not fate, but force, a calm that carries consequences. Like a blade inside its sheath, he doesn't promise heaven, he promises a path. And suddenly my life is turning like the river when it meets a stronger current. Rain keeps falling, the world moves on. Morning comes without a warning, not a siren, not a storm. Just a window pale and honest, and a room that feels like home. I still flinch at sudden silence, like it's hiding something sharp. But you pour the tea so slowly and my chest unclenches, part by part. No vows that shake the sky, no headlines, no parade, just ordinary minutes. I used to be afraid. This is a brief season of peace, a small and borrowed spring, where nothing asks to break me, where I'm allowed to simply breathe. If happiness is fragile, let it be fragile with me. I didn't know the simple life could feel this rich to keep. We walk the market in the daytime, hands not touching but close by. Lanterns sleeping in the baskets, clouds like cotton in the sky. I buy a ribbon, you buy apples, and it almost makes me laugh how a loaf of bread and sunlight can rewrite the aftermath. I won't outrun my scars, but here they don't decide. They just sit beside me while the world goes by. This is a brief season of peace, a small and borrowed spring, where nothing asks to break me, where I'm allowed to simply breathe. If happiness is fragile, let it be fragile with me. I didn't know the simple life could feel this rich to keep. If the tide turns tomorrow, if the door remembers me, let me store this quiet warmth like a lantern in my sleeve. Not forever, not a promise, just a proof I gotta see. There are days the heart can rest without a fear. This is a brief season of peace, a small and borrowed spring,
where nothing asks to break me, where I'm allowed to simply breathe. If happiness is fragile, let it be fragile with me. I didn't know the simple life could feel this rich to keep. Just breathe. Just breathe.
They dressed the room in velvet words and poured the night in golden tone. I thought a smile could mean a bridge. I didn't know I stood alone. Behind the screens of polite applause, I heard the knives learn how to sing. Soft as silk and just as sharp, the quiet violence of a king. I read the air, I read the eyes, a ballroom full of disguised goodbyes. The truth arrives without a sound, then suddenly the lights go down. It's a storm of betrayal, slow and clean. A thunder hiding in a perfect scene. Hands that swore they'd hold me steady, turn the lock and lose the key. I don't fall with screaming headlines, I fall like ink in poured out tea. And I learn what power calls mercy is just a price you pay to breathe. A letter sealed with borrowed names, a promise sold, a favor traded. They moved my life like pieces on a board where I was never rated. The general shadow shifts its shape, protection turns to strategy. And I'm the line they cross at night to keep their daylight history. No one looks me in the face, they only measure what I'm worth. The softer the voice, the colder the deal, the quieter the curse. It's a storm of betrayal, slow and clean. A thunder hiding in a perfect scene. Hands that swore they'd hold me steady, turn the lock and lose the key. I don't fall with screaming headlines, I fall like ink in poured out tea. And I learn what power calls mercy is just a price you pay to breathe. Taste the rain before it falls, I feel the wave before it breaks. If love was ever in this house, it left behind a trail of fake. So let them keep their polished rooms, their measured prayers, their perfect lies. I'll keep the one thing they can't buy, the truth inside my tired eyes. It's a storm of betrayal, slow and clean. A thunder hiding in a perfect scene. Hands that swore they'd hold me steady, turn the lock and lose the key. I don't fall with screaming headlines, I fall like ink in poured out tea. But I will rise from what they ruined, even if I rise in pieces, even if it's only me. Rain on stone, names on paper, heart still beating. The city lights are fading thin, like borrowed stars that can't stay lit. I walk the edge of stranger streets, where every promise learns to quit. My name feels heavy in my mouth, a word that doesn't sound like me. I keep on breathing out a life that never asked to set me free. The wind says nothing, just repeats a low refrain through broken reeds. I count the steps, I count the cost, I count the parts of me I lost. So I go to the river, cold as truth, where the dark doesn't judge my youth. If the world is a door that won't open, let the water be my proof. No fireworks, no final pleading, only silence dressed in blue. I don't want to die like a headline, I just want the pain to loosen its grip.
I just want the pain to lose me too. They called it fate, they called it trade. They called my tears a minor fee. I held my heart like fragile glass until it shattered quietly. I tried to sew myself back up with thread made out of maybe soon, but every stitch became a scar beneath an unreturning moon. The sky is iron, the water black, a mirror I can't take back. And in that mirror I can see a girl who looks like she's leaving me. So I go to the river, cold as truth, where the dark doesn't judge my youth. If the world is a door that won't open, let the water be my proof. No fireworks, no final pleading, only silence dressed in blue. I don't want to die like a headline, I just want the pain to loosen its grip. I just want the pain to lose me too. If anyone remembers my voice, let it be soft, not loud with blame. I was a song they couldn't keep, a candle swallowed by its flame. I loved, I tried, I bent, I broke, I carried more than I could hold. And now I'm tired of being brave in rooms that only value gold. So I go to a river, cold as truth, where the dark doesn't judge my youth. If the world is a door that won't open, let the water be my proof. No fireworks, no final pleading, only silence dressed in blue. But somewhere past the freezing surface, if mercy exists at all, let it find me, let it be small, let it be true. One step, two, and the river keeps its vow. I woke inside the sound of rain, my breath a thread I couldn't find. The river kept my secret name and swallowed every line. My hands were numb, my vision blurred. The world was water, night and stone. I thought the dark had finally won, and I was leaving all alone. Then through the cold, a single tone, a distant bell, a quiet home. Not loud enough to break the sky, just loud enough to make me try. I was saved by the bell of mercy, soft as a lantern in the storm. Someone's kindness found my shadow and held it back from going numb. No grand miracle, no bright choir, just a palm against my skin. And the world, for one small moment, let me begin. Let me begin. A rope moved gently through the mist, a patient figure, calm and slow. They didn't ask me what I did, they only asked me not to go. A blanket wrapped around my shame, a cup of warmth against my lips. And in that simple human care, my broken heart unclenched its fist. I heard my own name a sound I thought I'd lost. And for the first time in so long, I stopped keeping count of cost. I was saved by the bell of mercy, soft as a lantern, and in the storm someone's kindness found my shadow and held it back from going numb. No grand miracle, no bright choir, just a palm against my skin. And the world, for one small moment, let me begin. Let me begin. If you've ever stood at the edge, thinking the water is the only truth, remember, mercy doesn't shout. It shows up in worn out shoes. It arrives with quiet hands, with steady eyes that don't accuse, and says, stay, breathe. There's still a path for you. I was saved by the bell of mercy, soft as a lantern in the storm. Someone's kindness found my shadow and held it back from going numb. No grand miracle, no bright choir, just a small light pulling me in. And the dawn, though pale and shaking, let me begin. Let me begin. One bell, one breath, and I'm still here. The gate is smaller than my dreams, the same old stones, the same old tree, and yet my footsteps sound like cheers, a stranger borrowing my street. My mother's hands are shaking now, my father turns away to breathe. They say my name like it might break, like glass that's learned to feel. I smile the way I used to do, but it doesn't fit the same. I came back wearing yesterday, but nothing here still calls me home by name. I'm home, yet not the same. The doorway knows my face, but my heart has changed its shape. They hold me like they're holding time, so careful not to tear. But love can't stitch what life unsewed, it only says stay here. I'm home, yet not the same, and that is how I'll know I lived. The kettle sings, the tea is warm, a fragrance from another life. The table set for ordinary, as if the years were being kind. They ask me where I've been too long, I answer with a softer truth. Some stories don't belong to words, they belong to silent rooms. My little sister laughs, then stops, like joy is something to explain. I reach for it, it slips away, a bird that won't land in my hands again. I'm home, yet not the same. The doorway knows my face, but my heart has changed its shape. They hold me like they're holding time, so careful not to tear. But love can't stitch what life unsewed, it only says stay here. I'm home, yet not the same. becomes you're understood. So let me sit beside the light, let me learn the air again. I don't need perfect, I just need a place to start from where I've been. I'm home, yet not the same. And maybe that's okay. If you can love the changed in me, I'll try to do the same. No hymns, no vows, no rewinding, just evening turning clear, and families saying with their eyes, even broken, you're still here. I'm home, yet not the same, and that is how I know I lived. A quiet cup of tea, a quiet second chance.
Trời chiều rơi nhẹ trên mái nhà, như lời xin lỗi muộn màng. Em ngồi yên nghe tim mình thở, nghe quá khứ đi qua, có những vết thương không biến mất, chỉ học cách nằm yên như ngọn đèn nhỏ trong tay áo. Vẫn ấm dù mong manh, em không cần ai xóa hết, chỉ cần một đời để sống, không cần hứa điều bất tận, chỉ cần ngày mai còn rộng kết thúc thật hết. Nhưng trái tim vẫn còn, em không trở lại như xưa, em trở lại như người đã sống. Nếu hạnh phúc là điều nhỏ xin cho em giữ thật lâu, một bữa cơm, một ánh mắt, một tiếng gọi về nhà. Ngoài sân tiếng la chạm vào gió, như chuyện chẳng nói thành lời.